Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. Evil Mike with you, and I hope everybody's having a good Friday. It's been a good week, a lot of stuff going on in the world. So, like I mentioned, I went to my secondary LCS trying to find some comics that I was missing. I didn't mention this before, but I do like doing this sometimes. But I'll mention what I did miss out of my big list. And I'm not even sure if these comics drop. I mean, I still did not able to find a couple, so they might have got pushed back. If you have any information about these comics, please let me know, because that's two shops that I went to and neither one had them. But Red Room #4, a book that I was highly looking for, was supposed to drop this week, and I didn't find it either, so it might have been pushed back. God Killer #3. Most people don't know about that book. It's very low key for some reason. But I have been reading it, and the issue 3 was supposed to drop, and I didn't see it. But God Killer, I can understand. Red Room's kind of a lot bigger right now, so not finding it at either one, I was kind of weirded out. Lock and Key, the one shot, the IDW and DC crossover with, DC and Lock and Key, the Sandman universe, but issue #2 was supposed to drop, and I didn't see that either. There was another issue that I had missed, but I was able to pick that. This is a very, very small pickup that I was able to do, but it was I really went there looking just for those 4 issues and bags and boards. Incidentally, this comic shop actually had bags and boards, and I got so excited at finding what I found, I completely forgot and left. And my secondary LCS is not a quick drive. A lot of people, if you don't know, bags and boards are extremely rare right now, having to go through the pandemic with plastic and being needed for other more important items, such as hospital stuff and that kind of stuff. So bags and boards have been extremely hard to get. I have about like 30 books I need to bag and board right now, so it's getting a little scary. But I saw them and completely forgot about them, because I actually found this. So this was the comic that I missed. This was Mirko Adolfo's Red Sonja #1, Dynamite. It was a book that I really wanted to read. First off, I've been wanting to read Red Sonja for years. I've been a Red Sonja fan ever since the first Conan movies. But that's my only knowledge on Red Sonja is from the movies. I had a little more knowledge from Conan because we got the cartoon series and stuff like that. But both franchises I never really read as a comic book reader. It wasn't until recently, one of my favorite YouTubers, he's shown me that it's a lot easier to get into than you would think. So I like Mirko Adolfo because Sweet Paprika. I have fallen in love with this artist, her writing. So I was really looking forward to trying something different that she has written. She has other stuff like Unsacred. She has like 2 or 3 different books that she has done before Sweet Paprika, but they're in the past, and some of those things are a little pricey. So I'd rather get something brand new that I can buy, the cost. I don't know how. It's so strange, because this is on my list. I even have it crossed on my list. I feel like I have it misplaced in my collection somehow, but I even went through my videos and I didn't see it in there, so I'm assuming I had to miss it. But this is Future State Gotham #3. I have 1, 2, and 4, and I was looking at 4 and I couldn't find. So I want to say I have it somewhere. I don't have this cover. I mean, this is actually the 3rd LCS I went looking for this issue, because I like having the whole run, right? And I could have swore I had issue 3, and I'm getting old. Now these were the comics that I found that I couldn't believe I found. I don't know what print any of these, that doesn't matter. I mean, if you know comics nowadays, getting the higher prints is what you're really going for, because the higher the print, the lower the count run, right? Those first printings, that was kind of in the past kind of thing. And yes, they're still worth money, but if you haven't noticed lately, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, those go for a lot more money than the first print nowadays. So I don't care what print they are, because I don't really look at my collection like that money-wise. It's nice to know that some books, like stray dogs. I have stray dogs. I have not sold it. I'm kind of iffy on, because I've already read it and I love it and everything, but is it worthy enough to stay in my collection? It's a different story. And especially the prices that they are going for. Now it's nice and everything, but I haven't like just jumped on board and sold everything, and I'm not waiting for a trailer or that's not how it works. Comics to me are something way different. I don't look at them in a dollar value. The only time I look at a dollar value is when I'm purchasing them, and after that, I don't look at them as far as, because to me the hobby turns into something else if you're only looking for the gain, as far as money value. I'm looking at it as far as stories and art, and word of mouth is a big thing, and I love hearing about stories that people go nuts over, and especially so many people. I want to find out if that said thing is worth the talked about. So finding these, I was really happy. I've been looking for this for a long time. I always find them in the 10, 11, 12, and it is a big series, but here we go. And I got these all buy one get one free, which I found out my secondary LCS stopped doing that. They do a buy one get one free on, they have like a little section, and it's kind of like dollar bins, but it's not, because you have to buy the first comic at regular price, whatever it sells for, and then you get the second one free. Still great, a hell of a deal, right? I love that. But I was informed that they stopped doing that, and he did it for me because I'm a regular. But last time, and I didn't like that he was still going to do it for me. I'm the type of guy that I just didn't notice the signage and stuff because I'm there all the time, and I just didn't notice they changed the sales. So I would have been happy paying. I would have been happy paying cover for these because they're well more than cover. I can't believe I found them. Okay, this is Undiscovered Country #1. I don't know what print these are, what variants. I literally, these are the bag and boards that came in. I was just amazed to found issue 1. I'm the type of guy, and I have no problem with the trade paperback and stuff like that, especially if it's something that I like, a Batman book that I really want to read, but for some reason I can't get the single issues. Yes, I will break down and buy a trade paperback, but if I have the chance to go out in the wild, and even if it takes a little longer, find the real copies or even pay a little more money, I will go that route. And that's just me. I like having the, to me there's something different in having the single issues. It was the way it was intended, for kind of thing, and that's how I look at it. Issue number 2. Now, I don't know really anything about this series. I've looked at the covers from time to time. I know it's a big seller, and a lot of people are into it. Looking at these covers, I actually have a lot of different options. I don't know why they were in there. I think someone sold their collection because it was like they had quite a bit of #1s, #2s, and this is really popular. If I'm not mistaken, it's got an option. I really like the character design. I don't know if this is a good guy or a bad guy, but I just like the way he looks. He has, to me, I was a big fan of the BioShock games, and he has a kind of a big daddy feel or a big sister feel. But I ended up getting 3, and I like this cover. Like I said, I had a couple different options. I don't know which, I don't care. I just want the issue. That's at that point, if I only have one option, I'm gonna go with the option. But if I have different choice of variants and they're all the same price, I'm looking at art and coolness factors and stuff like that. I do not own, I do not get on Key Collector. I think I've done it once. I don't like the app. I think it pushes stuff that it shouldn't, kind of thing. I'm more into stuff based on what I hear from other people, and I take opinions with a grain of salt, but I mean, there is a thing when something gets so big, it's like Something Is Killing the Children. Then that's what got me into indies. If you know my channel, I never really bought indies before Something Is Killing the Children. But seeing how many people and how much it was selling for, how much it was going for, I was like, man, I need to get into this. I need to see if, what everybody's talking about. And I'm glad I did, because there are a lot of good indie comic books out there. This week, I'm a big DC fan, but I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a comic book fan, right? And right now, I can say this week, there's one comic that, Sweet Paprika, it's the first on my list that I'm excited to read. But I think the next 3 or 4 that I want to read first, they're all indies right now. Now, I mean, DC's right behind it, and so is Marvel. I mean, we are in a golden age of comic books. If you don't know, and it is a golden age to be in. I will tell you that it's going to be stories that you get to tell years later. Man, that year, or those 2 years, or whatever. It's going to be a good time. Good stories, man. I'm having a blast, and I hope you are too. I mean, we have awesome art, and we have awesome stories. We have awesome drama. I mean, there's a lot going on with comics right now, and it's fun. But that's my short little pickup, guys. Right after this, I'm getting all my reviews. I have a 3-day weekend, like most of y'all. Happy, premature, but happy Labor Day weekend. Please be safe. On many accounts, the world is changing, and in some parts it's getting a little scarier. So just be careful when you're going to your car, and you got that big bag, especially a black bag. Pay attention to your surroundings. You do you, but me personally, especially here in Texas, is getting a little different. But I mask up, and I don't, no shame in my game, and I don't look at other people that don't. But guess what? I stay the hell away from them. I don't know. That's all I got. I will be back with y'all shortly. I gotta get a lot of reading to do. I think I have over 32 books to read. I love y'all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. The comments, good, bad, hit me up, man. I do not shy away from a conversation on any accounts. Love y'all. Bye.